Raising the bar. That is the motto of the Urban Fitness League, as the best athletes in the world go head-to-head for bragging rights. A battle of mental and physical strength as the last man standing competes for the crown. This Urban Fitness League broadcast starts now. The lights of New York City shining brightly. I'm Harry Chickma alongside my colleague David Diamante, and the Urban Fitness League has arrived. It is the UFL. We are a stone throw away from New York City, the city of dreams, and there is so much hype around this league, David.
Harry, like you said, it's such a big day. UFL, there's been so much hype. It's finally here, and I'm excited. I know you're excited, and there are a ton of fans outside. Everyone's waiting to see this. We have some of the biggest names in calisthenics. It's the Urban Fitness League. It's here, and I'm excited.
A great event coming up. Let's now take a closer look into the Urban Fitness League.
This is just something different, you know. Everybody knows basketball, everybody knows football. Seeing this in person is like, it's unreal.
Now to actually have all the people who've been putting on in so much work for so many years actually see it become something, you know, that the whole world can now recognize as a real sport is going to be amazing.
What makes it a special sport is the people in it, because no matter who you are, no matter where you go, you're always going to have that feeling of a family. Calisthenics is something that I love, and I think it's a sport for everybody, and I think everybody has the opportunity to go out and do it, which I think is super important.
You know, it gives us a great opportunity to broadcast to the world things that we practice hard for every day, you know, to be able to show people like little tricks as a handstand, a front lever. It looks cool, but it took a lot of effort to get there.
Hello everyone, welcome. Harry Chickma here alongside Dr. G. What a great atmosphere. We'll start with the men's freestyle, and that will be 5 competitors, and then the women's freestyle, 2 competitors, and we end with a battle, last man standing. Here it is, the freestyle. What do you like here?
First up, what I like about this guy so far is that he's holding that position without shaking. That shows a lot of strength, and that transition was serious. The way he went from move to move, very, very important. Now he's going into his pull-up. That's a basic move in the calisthenic world. It's called the muscle-up, transitioning from the pull-up right into a dip. This guy's pretty strong. I like to see a little bit more creativity from him, though, a little bit more excitement.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, each athlete will have 90 seconds up on the bars to try to impress the judges. How do you impress judges with freestyle?
You impress judges by being original. You impress judges by doing something exciting, doing something that really, really gets their attention. He's doing a lot of more static holds, which is kind of gymnastics based. So I really don't think he's going to get a very high score, but we'll see what the judges think.
Now, King Sean hails from Brooklyn. I mean, I know you've lived in every borough in New York. What do you think about these Brooklyn competitors?
Listen, these Brooklyn guys are warriors. They train in the snow. They train in the heat. They train in the rain. They do it wherever and anywhere, anytime, any day. These guys are beasts.
It's nice to see the fans coming out here. We have a number of fans. In this event and all, we have about 50,000 fans. Unbelievable. King Sean gets out in the first freestyle. You weren't very impressed with that one.
King Sean didn't do it for me, but what I like about King Sean was that he didn't give up, but he did fairly well, but not really exciting. This young man coming up now, G.I. Joe, somebody I've been watching for years, and I look for him to do something very, very exciting.
What do you know about G.I. Joe's ability up there on the bars?
I've been knowing G.I. Joe for almost 10 years now. When I first met him, he was 17 years old. Now he's 27. So he's a real traditionalist, and I look forward to G.I. Joe doing something to really grab your guys. Okay, there's one thing right there, going side to side, mixing the dynamic with the static movement. Looking real good right there. So here goes G.I. Joe up into the high handstand, back down to the squats, a little bit more movement. Just what I was talking about. A little different from what Sean was doing.
How hard is that? For all those people at home, just doing one pull-up is difficult. G.I. Joe has his whole body flexed.
G.I. Joe is doing something. He's working extremely hard to make it look very easy. And that's what makes it so hard. Oh, there he goes again. Look, those pedals to side, working the abs, working the whole body as one muscle. G.I. Joe living up to the billing just as I thought he would.
And now here he is getting the fans involved.
Getting the ladies involved. G.I. Joe is a showman all the way. And this is what I was saying before. Going to the floor, very, very important. And this is a move that's been left out by many competitors. G.I. Joe, again, a traditionalist, bouncing around, showing the creativity, showing the flexibility from the pull-up to the dip. That's very important. It's called around the world. Pull-up, push-up, dip. G.I. Joe showing his traditionalist roots.
So you think it's really important to work the floor and the bars in order to win?
It's extremely important. It's a move that's been forgotten. And G.I. Joe shows that he knows what time it is.
90 seconds for G.I. Joe. You like what you saw. Clearly you think he is in the lead after two competitors.
Very impressive, G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe clearly has a stranglehold in the lead right now. Looking really good.
Now we move up with Mr. Fitness coming up. You heard from David Diamante.
Well, I tell you what, Mr. Fitness has the right name, but let's see, can he actually mix it up and do something creative with these calisthenics?
Well, here he is, really excited, and it's not going to be easy after G.I. Joe's masterful performance.
G.I. Joe's a very tough act to follow. Mr. Fitness goes right into another staple move. It's called the flag. He's waving the Mr. Fitness flag, doing real good. Oh, okay, now he's adding a little leg motion in there. Not bad, I like it.
Absolutely.
But G.I. Joe is still going to be a hard act to follow. Let's see what he does next.
Hey, well, Mr. Fitness hails from Guam, but now living in New York, so he has some toughness.
Mr. Fitness from Guam, a little toughness there. A little shaky on the transition. Still more into the static movements. Okay, moving the legs now. But again, G.I. Joe is very hard to beat right now. I think G.I. Joe has a stranglehold in the move.
Oh, Mr. Fitness with the shirt off, trying to
following the lead of G.I. Joe. Going right to the shirt off, flexing a little bit. Oh, and going to the floor. Right into a handstand push-up. The crowd is kind of blocking my view. Going to the hand clap push-up behind the back.
He knew that he had to do that. G.I. Joe went to the floor. Obviously, that was a very important move to try to compete.
He's trying to stay in there. Again, G.I. Joe is right now the gold standard because he's showing the roots of the movement. Now, this guy, Mr. Fitness, goes right back into another move, to a layout.
Maybe he needs to work the pedals in there.
He definitely needs to work the pedals. Also needs to work the crowd. Not bad for 90 seconds, but still, G.I. Joe, to me, has a clear lead right now.
Well, we have another competitor coming up, and that will be Bigga. And Bigga, right now he has a chance to maybe get second, maybe first, but right now G.I. Joe clearly in the lead.
Listen, Bigga has a big job cut out for him right now. If he can do anything to step inside the G.I. Joe's lead, it's going to have to be a lot of creativity, a lot of excitement. Right now, G.I. Joe has a clear stranglehold on the freestyle competition.
Freestyle's more than just strength. It's also focus. What does it take to be a freestyle champion?
Oh, Bigga just added a little excitement to it. What it takes to be a freestyle champion is the ability to mix the muscle movement with the strength and the creativity. Bigga's moving around the bar right now. A great transition, up and over, looking good. However, again, Bigga still needs to bring a little bit more excitement to the crowd. He looks a little bit tight right now. He's going to the parallel bars. Let's see what he does there.
Well, no surprise he's tight here, competing in such a grand stage with tough shoes to fill after G.I. Joe.
Yes, G.I. Joe's a very, very tough act to follow, but Bigga is adding a little bit of excitement to it. Those spins, very, very exciting. Those 180 spins on the dip bar. Going into, again, you see a staple move. Those handstands become a staple. Oh, going into a tiger bend. Very nice,
Here's
very
some
nice.
Strength. Here's some strength.
Here's some strength as well as flexibility. Look at the back. What we like to see on this handstand push-up is more of a parallel movement. But I think Bigger has moved into a nice second place lead.
Well, nice move there, but he hasn't gone to the floor yet. Is he going to?
Not going to the floor. We'll see if he keeps that in mind. Many people have forgotten about the floor, and I think that's what's separating G.I. Joe right now.
About 15 seconds to finish the routine.
15 seconds. I don't think he's going to make it to the floor. Again, a key mistake that people make. It's like in basketball. You can have all the tricks in the world, but you don't know how to do free throws. It's a glaring hole in your game.
Well, you mentioned he was just, oh, there he is.
Oh.
A little bit of a buzzer beater there, adding some element to it. Maybe that will give him second place.
I think he has a nice second place look, but again, G.I. Joe's looking very hard to beat with that traditional performance, pull-up, push-up, dip. Very important.
Our final competitor here in the men's freestyle, we have Chris, also from New York. He's going to try to go for the gold, the last chance in this men's competition.
I see Chris bringing the prop out. He brought out some dumbbells, but again, everybody's going to the same move, starting off with that upside-down push-up or the handstand push-up. He had a little flair to it. But again, you have to do something to stand out that makes you unique. And thus far, only G.I. Joe has done that, in my opinion.
Here he is trying to get fancy here on the bars, taking his time.
And again, it's no time to waste. That's a nice move, the Superman push-up. Looking good, but again, still a static hold. And I think we need a little bit more excitement to really displace G.I. Joe from that first place stranglehold.
Here are his props. He's going to the dumbbells.
Going to the dumbbells, trying to add a little bit extra dimension to the floor. But if you notice, he's still doing a handstand push-up, just in a different arena. So he went from the floor from the parallel bars to the floor, but still a handstand push-up, not really adding something different from what we've seen before.
Well,
so
G.I. Joe, I mean, he had all the moves. He had the pedals going, he had the floor going, took off his shirt. Clearly he is in control, but the judges will decide.
Right now I'm liking G.I. Joe and Bigger for my 1-2 punch, but we'll see what the judges think.
Chris has a couple more seconds. It looks like he wants to make a move.
But again, Chris is wasting, in my opinion, time walking around looking to see what to do. He might have a little stage fright, Harry. I'm not sure. What do you think about that?
I think I'm sensing that as well, but he has a move here. 5 seconds to go.
5 seconds going right back to it. He's a handstand master, and he has a little flair with the one hand. A nice way to finish strong, but still, 2 basic moves in his repertoire: handstand here, handstand there, and adding a little one hand to it. So,
well, they're going to go right into the women's event, and we will find out the winners after everyone competes. So we have a little bit of drama rising here. We're going to wait to see the men in a few minutes, but now the women, and we have Isa coming up here, an international star.
I like Isa. She has a very big presence on Instagram, and right now, look how she changes up the handstand push-up. She went right into the handstand, but kind of going into a Superman. We call her Superman. She came out exciting with the spins. Now she's going into a little bit more something with the legs. That's exciting, the one hand. And what I like about her is she's showing the ability to still be strong, but still keep it feminine, not looking overly bulky, still having a little excitement, jumping over the bar and moving around nicely. The pedals add a great
Look at that strength.
a great little, she even stunned me right there with that one hand to the side. Going to the side makes the angle a little bit tougher with something different that we saw that the guys didn't really do. So Issa's looking real good for our first lady up for the freestyle competition.
She's not done yet.
Now she's going to the ground.
Again, ground very important. 21 seconds to go. Issa goes into the Superman push-up on the floor. Got a little crowd going there. She's looking real good, real strong. I like how Issa set it off for the ladies.
Well, the fans love it. A good 90 seconds for her, and that will bring up another New Yorker, Letitia Duran. We only have 2 women competing in the freestyle here, so if Letitia can really have a show-stopping performance, she will have a chance at this medal.
Listen, Harry, Letitia has to bring it, because Issa had just set the standard. I mean, she had it all. She had the flair. She had the strength. She had the crowd going. So Letitia has a very, very tough act to follow. She goes to get the chalk first, so let's see what she has in store for us, Harry.
You know, it's so different, such a contrast. Issa's so tall, Letitia's a little bit smaller, so it's funny to see how different their routines will be.
Well, that's a great point to make. Again, to me, Issa, she's struggling a little bit. I mean, not Letitia, she's struggling a little bit going into her basic pull-up. So right now, I think Issa has a clear stronghold in that first place position.
Well, let's see what Letitia can do. It's still early here. She has 90 seconds to play with. Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, there we go.
Not as easy as it looks.
Even though she caught that mistake, but it was clearly a mistake. And Letitia
I
think she's struggling trying to find her balance and trying to find out what to do. Sometimes the bright lights, she's kind of like a deer in the headlights, and the bright lights kind of stump our competition, our competitors.
She just tried to do it again. Give her some credit for the perseverance, but clearly right now Issa seems to have had a stronger, more solid performance.
Letitia's definitely playing catch up, and she's really trying to find her grounding right now. But I think Issa has a very, very strong hold in this first place position for the ladies.
Well, we mentioned that this is such a big stage here competing. This is a time to be starstruck. Many of these competitors aren't used to playing in such a great venue.
Well, it's like my father said, you gotta bring it when you hit the main stage. It's not time to practice. The main stage is time to bring your A game. So no excuses, Harry. She gotta bring it.
Let's go. You got it. You got it. Yeah. Big round of applause, ladies.
But I will give her the point that she never gave up.
So we're now going to end with the last man standing, and that will be Powerhouse versus Beast Mode, a strength battle.
Now listen, Powerhouse, another traditionalist from the Bronx. I'm looking to Powerhouse to do some very, very spectacular things. This guy is strong. This guy is flexible. This guy has all the ingredients for a massive performance. So I'm looking for Powerhouse to do some really great things. Last man standing shows the roots of this event. Everything starts from the basics. How many pull-ups can you do? How many push-ups can you do? Before you add the trick, it's just like doing the ABCs. The ABCs make a word. The word makes a sentence. The sentence makes a paragraph. The paragraph makes a story. The story tells you something. So if you look, Powerhouse going definitely from event to event, showing the endurance.
So we have Powerhouse here, and he will be going up against Beast Mode. It's one-on-one, alternating back and forth.
And this again is something that comes right from Harlem. As soon as one man gets off, the next man gets back up, and it's about who can last the longest. That's why it's called the last man standing. Who gives up first shows they don't have the endurance and they don't have the willpower to last out.
Well, the fans are definitely intrigued. More and more fans coming to watch this great performance and sheer strength and mental ability.
I'm glad you said that, Harry. Mental ability is what's going to separate these two guys. Both these two guys have the technique. Both these two guys have the strength. But do they have the willpower? Do they have the discipline? Can they discover inside themselves creativity, imagination, power, love, and intellect never ending?
It's the last man standing, and they have 5 minutes. That is a long time to be up there battling, and you're going up against someone who quite possibly might want it more than you. So not only are you battling yourself in your mind, you're going up against another person who's in world-class shape.
Well, I think you hit it very right on the head. You're really going up against yourself. It's not the other guy, because the other guy, he can look and he can psych you out, but it's your ability to push past those barriers that make you the champion, separates the champion from the all-star. That's what we're looking for right now.
So what exactly are they doing up here on the bars?
Right now, again, they went right from the muscle up into the handstand push-up. Again, two staples. The muscle up, again, is a pull-up and a dip combined. And that's an endurance move right there. To me, it looks like Beast Mode is getting a little bit tired right now. Going right into his dip, into the handstand. So, very, very, very hard, but making it look easy. And again, I'm looking for Powerhouse to pull out right now, but Beast Mode is looking good and strong.
Now, you've been up there before. What does it feel like at this point in the night? What does it feel like to be up there?
At this point right now, they're feeling every muscle in their body. They're feeling their breath. They're feeling their diaphragm work, which is another big muscle that's moving. They're wondering to themselves, does this guy have what it takes to beat me? They're wondering, all my reps and practices back in the Bronx, back in Harlem, this is what I came for, this main stage. And you're thinking, hey, I refuse to lose.
Let's go!
And he's looking strong. You can hear the announcers getting into it, but both these guys look like they're getting stronger mentally. Their bodies are hurting, but they're still going for the win.
They're going for the win. They're battling hard. And Beast Mode is surprising me right now. He's refusing to give up. His technique is still looking strong. He's not looking very winded. He's going with ease from the bar to the parallel bars. And my guy Powerhouse is struggling right now. I'm surprised.
Beast Mode is clearly in the lead right now, but you never know. It's never over till it's over.
You're right, Harry. It's never over till it's over. Powerhouse has to dig deep because Beast Mode came to win. He came to win.
Well, he knows how big this is on the international stage, televised all over the world. He wants this victory.
And that's what you have to understand. I mean, for the last 15 years, this has been a subculture that's now spreading to every corner of the globe. And Beast Mode is trying to put his name on the map. Powerhouse might be a little complacent, Harry. So I'm surprised.
Every single battle counts. It goes on your all-time record, so it's no time to get complacent here.
You're right. And, oh, Powerhouse looks a little bit tight right now, trying to stretch, trying to catch a second win. And like David said, he's trying to dig deep. Powerhouse is cramping up. Powerhouse looking like he's hit a wall.
It's one-on-one competition at its best.
At its finest. And look, Beast Mode has the eye of the tiger right now. He's looking like he's about to finish Powerhouse.
Going head-to-head here, Powerhouse really struggling.
Powerhouse really struggling. And frankly, I'm surprised, Harry. I have to give Beast Mode his credit. This guy's pulling a rabbit out the hat with an upset to come with a victory and put himself firm and plant his flag firmly on the map.
He has to get 5 here and 2 handstands. Can he do it?
So far, he's looking strong. He's looking strong.
He did it.
I think he will do this.
2 to go here. 2 for the victory.
2 to go. Let's see what he does. He's looking strong. He has it. It's in the bag. He has it.
He got
it. Wow.
Beast Mode gets the victory in dramatic fashion with sheer heart.
Beast Mode, I tip my hat to you, sir. I apologize. I thought Powerhouse was going to come here and really wipe the floor with this guy, but Beast Mode came and said, hey, I'm new to this, but I'm planting my flag, and he's done a great job. He's done a great job.
Great
Beast
effort
Mode.
there. Very impressive victory. Now for the freestyle winners, let's hear what the judges have to say.
I'm thinking that G.I. Joe will pull this out, but let's see what the judges say.
The men's freestyle. Let's welcome him to the stage.
Here.
From the Bronx, New York, Chris.
Whoa, an upset.
Unbelievable upset there. Chris showed a lot of effort. He had the dumbbell, he had the prop, but
wow.
still, that's an unbelievable upset for Chris. He gets the win.
Hey, this has been 2 major upsets so far, Harry. G.I. Joe and Powerhouse upset. So let's see.
The winner all the way from across the ocean from Zurich, Switzerland, Issa.
Okay, Issa.
Issa gets the win, so there's one non-surprise there, something we were expecting. She was masterful up on the bars.
She was incredible on the bars. Her ability to transition from move to move, her creativity, her exuberance on the bars, her smile. She did a great thing. And I think that's what makes the UFL special, because you never know who's going to win, and today proved that.
Let's now send it to David Diamante with the winners.
Yes.
Chris from the Bronx, great win today, man. Tell me a little bit about it.
Honestly, I was nervous because I'm such like a humble guy. So like even speaking, I always have nerves because I'm not like the show off. I don't have the show off mentality. So I just did what I always do. I practice a lot, and I just just shut my mind down. I just do what I do.
You are extremely humble. You have millions of views on YouTube. Your videos have gone viral. The dumbbell work you did today was amazing, especially with the handstands. And tell us about that. I love the creativity.
Thank you. At first, I was like, how can I separate myself? This was like 2 years ago. How can I separate myself from other people who's doing handstands? So I figured try to do it more on dumbbells and barbells to separate myself, And that's how I started doing handstands on dumbbells.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the UFL men's freestyle champion from the Bronx, Chris. Harry, back to you.
Well, this truly was an amazing day in the world of UFL competition with 3 champions crowned. In the men's strength competition, last man standing, also the men's and women's freestyle competitions. For the rest of the staff, I'm Harry Chickma. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again with more UFL competition. So long from East Rutherford, New Jersey.